Hello, this is the code walkthrough of my project, which is to program to check the authenticity of document. Authenticity in the sense whether the, for example, if it is assignment, it is created, it is not old one. It might be created by different user rather than the student that is accepted to create it. So those things will be checked. So basically I use Python as my primary language, and for IDE I used VS Code with the Python plugin. So this is this IDE. Basically I have two part of code, which is GUI, which is driven the graphical user interface, and this is the actual the work is happen in this Python. So first I have the imported the required libraries for this application. Then I have one functions to check the similarity between the documents. So here I expect all assignment submissions to be in one folder, so the program has capability to check the similarity between documents, and when it exceeds some kind of threshold, like we can set it up, it will provide the flag the document for uh, pages. And here I have provide some other information extraction like metadata of a document. For example, if the assignment is published in last week, if the assignment creation the student submit a file with creation date with last year, it is probably some old work. So here to indicate to identify that, I have used file uh, metadata to extract the creation and last updated date of the submitted file. Here I have another set of extraction for extracting the author information of the document. And this part of the code is actually for use for the read the file. Then once it is read, this function is used to compare the file with all other submissions in a given folder. And for this for similarity calculation, we use something called cosine similarity, which is a defined algorithm that can be used to compare the similarity between two strings. Here the content in the sense is the format of string format. So basically what will happen is, in the folder, program will iterate through all the folders, and it will compare the current folder with the all the each one of those files, and apply the cosine similarity algorithm to see the how much, to which extent it is similar. It is normally between 0 to 1. 0 is there is no similarity, 1 is it is exact similarity. So here we can set a threshold value like 0.5 or something like that, to indicate if the similarity is cosine similarity exceed this limit, indicate that to, so it is probably identified as submission of a copy of another student. And this is the function that used to combine all those previously defined function and take the file once user input and call the metadata extraction function like creation date, author information and everything, and do the comparison. For example, if file can't be read here, it will provide error message here as shown here, and it will also have those kind of validation to see whether was possible plagiarism or possible some kind of violations. So this function actually, as you can see, it uses all the previously defined functions and compare the extracted meta values to identify any possible events, and once if it is identified such events, it will provide trigger error message. Okay, so that's it for this file. When we go to GUI file, it is actually the graphical user interface that we use to interact with user. So where we have defined use Tigna package, there are libraries available in the Python to create a graphical user interface, which basically has kind of text fields and everything to a user to input the file and one other parameters as well, like assignment publish date and everything. And it also have the capability to show a message in the case of failed validation with respective errors. So this is the application actually. So here I used my own assignment. So if I use this assignment, uh, and it was actually done in recently, yesterday only. So if I put some later date, so assignment published date is as 2012, like there is no way that the assignment is before published user can student can do it, so it triggers violation. So if I put actual date, published date as 8 and due date as 11, we can see assignment actually that previous error was gone, because now assignment creation date and update date is within the publish and due period. But again it triggers error because the application has unusual short time of editing, because if we do assignment in the real way, it has like editing time probably will be more than average more than 10 minutes or 15 minutes depending on the assignment. That also, that threshold also can be set. So here I set it as 15 minutes. So since it was 11 minutes only, it triggers a flag. So here I use another file. Here that file is like 25. We put those dates, and yes, that file is validator properly passing all the validation. So like that, it will have different validation to check the authenticity of the publisher, like especially the creation of student. So this is if I put like this, so here student name is differ from the creator name, so it will again trigger that kind of error. So those are the validations that I have put, and this is the program I use for that my application as discussed in my proposal and the architecture. So thank you very much.